We are just 40 days from the election on November 8th, and a new poll shows what voters think about current border policy.
Yeah, Republicans have made the border a central tenet of their campaigns, and it looks to be a winning issue. WFAA partnered with the Texas Hispanic Policy Foundation for this survey, which shows Texans approve of Governor Abbott's border policies. But there is a bit of a disconnect in these numbers because more than half of likely voters say Texas is heading in the wrong direction.
Which brings us to this question. If the election were held today, who would you vote for?
Yeah, vote now on the app or WFAA.com. And while you weigh in, our political team is in the Rio Grande Valley where these issues will be front and center tomorrow.
Yeah, let's get to Jason Wheeler. Is the pressure on for Beto O'Rourke in this debate?
Yeah, Chris and Izzy, when we look at the polls like the one that you just showed there, Beto O'Rourke definitely comes into this as the underdog as he gets ready to debate Governor Abbott tomorrow night here at the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley campus in Edinburgh, which of course is along the border. And as you just talked about, Governor Abbott feels pretty confident down in this region because of his border policies. He's made border security sort of the centerpiece of his re-election campaign. Now, earlier today, we visited the political science department here at UTRGV, and we spoke with the chair of that department about what he is expecting of these two candidates when they face off tomorrow night in what is likely to be their only debate. He says that Governor Abbott comes in a strong position, leading comfortably in those recent polls, and that the governor just needs to turn in a solid performance and tout some of the things that he feels he's done right. As far as Beto O'Rourke, he says he needs to come in, make a splash, have a moment that is something that is talked about after this debate, and that the pressure is really on O'Rourke.
You know, we've known since the very first presidential debate between Richard Nixon and John F. Kennedy that the people who watch debates aren't particularly swayed by the issue debates and the issue discussions. They're swayed by the style, by the presentation, and by the big moment. Yeah, I think Beto needs that, and we'll see if he gets it. Greg Abbott doesn't have to do much. I think all the pressure is on Beto at this point.
All right, so we shall see tomorrow night whether Beto O'Rourke is able to get that moment and whether he is maybe able to go on offense and see if perhaps he can make the governor sweat just a little bit when they face off here at UTRGV. We're expecting a flurry of activity leading up to that debate. And of course, we're going to bring you the latest live tomorrow evening, especially at 10 o'clock when this is all over with. And we're going to do a special edition of our Y'all-itics Political Podcast. So subscribe to that now if you haven't already, and you'll get it as soon as it drops after the debate tomorrow night. Chris and Izzy.